Alexa, shuffle songs by Coldplay.
Shuffling songs by Coldplay on Amazon Music.
So you guys might already know this, but my channel, as of today, April 2nd, 2020, is 3 years old. 3 years ago, I started my channel by making some really cringy daily vlogs or whatever for a week over spring break. And I want to kind of pay homage to that and do that again. Because I was going to do it last year, but I missed out. Everything's closed. I can't go anywhere. School is closed for the rest of the year. So I have nothing better to do with my life. I've got to do something productive to keep me on my feet. And it's gorgeous right now. We've made some trails. And I'm just gonna, this is just an update video. I'm just gonna show you around. I'm gonna show you what's up. What's going on in the world of these trails. Now, these trails were made in 2 days by people who have no idea what they're doing, and they've been ridden to absolute death. But here we go. This is the start gate. This is the first entrance. This is the OG entrance to the woods. You might have seen this in one of my videos before, I'm not sure.
If we come down here, we will find the creek. Here we have the creek. I fell in it.
And this is the entrance. The first interesting feature is a little lump right there. That's a wonderful lump. And it comes up to this tree, you just do fun things on it. So much dust. This is the first line I made. It has undergone a lot of maintenance or grooming lately because we've been hyper focused on what you're about to see over there. But it's pretty simple enough. This log used to be a jump, but I guess you could double it from here. And then you could jump into here, into this little dip. Jump over here and then go down there to a little G out at the bottom. So it's that. I'll show you. Okay, next up, this is all the stuff we've been riding, so it's a bit more worn down. This is the stuff we've been riding for the past 2 days and building on. So, first one is you turn right at the fork, right before that death trap over there. And we usually hop over here and smack our back tire to that, and it's kind of falling apart. And then we've got this berm that you can just rail. You got to come in on the right side of this route, rail the berm, then there's a fork. Now, the fork. There's 3 options. You could go on the left, which we'll talk about later. You go on the right, which we'll talk about later. Or you could go straight ahead. If you go straight ahead, right after this rad berm is a not very rad jump. Well, it used to be rad, but then people See, most of the kids we get over here are literal kids and they can't really jump all that much. And you see, every time they go over this, they smack their chain ring on it. So it's kind of crumbling, but we're gonna build it back up. This used to be a lot bigger, but it's still pretty good. And then, after that, it's kind of screwed up abomination over there. We come into these big rollers. My bike's in the way, anyway. They're actually tiny, but this is probably the smoothest thing we built. It has been roughed up after today. We really abused these today. But these used to be perfectly smooth and like shiny. It was awesome. But I don't know. It's a single roller, about a foot tall, and it digs into the earth, and then you get a jump. We call this Heckler's Rock. It's nothing compared to Heckler's Rock at Whistler, but it's Heckler's Rock. Next up, we have the world's most annoying briar. No, okay. We have the world's sketchiest tabletop. I don't like hitting that. I'd rather not kill myself. So next fork is left. The next fork I'm talking about is left. And this jump, you either go inside or outside. Inside's the better line. I mean, what you gonna do? Inside's the better line. Go on the inside. Then don't gather speed. You want to be slow here. And then come over here, and you got a bit of a dip. You do have a bit of a dip. I'm gonna film that. As scary as that is, I really think that's one of my favorite features. It's just so good. This next feature, which is right over the fork, I really think you guys are gonna like this. This is, it was all done at like 10 o'clock this morning in an hour. It was kind of thrown together, and it was thrown together beautifully. I have no issues. It's got two separate lines. A few people have hit it. It's pretty difficult. Is that. So, if this briar would just mind its own business and go elsewhere, I could talk to you about this feature. So, right here, we've got two lines. We've got a step down that is glorious. That's a bit for mountain bikes. And we've got a really big, well, not really big, it's a kicker, big kicker. That's for BMX bikes or smaller bikes. And we got this mediocre berm. That's the biggest berm I've ever built, and I think it's all right. You could really pound on it. Those are my clippers, and my camera bag, and my hat. This is the place where most of the people chill. That's the log where they're supposed to chill, but they usually end up chilling in this hole because nobody rides this BMX jump. Ooh. So that's the fork. You just come up here. You have plenty of run up. And you come down there. Now, you might be thinking, Jack, that's not a big gap. That's like 2 feet. But I promise you, it looks like 12 when you're up here. You can't see that landing. This has caught so many people off guard, and it was a really long time before anybody actually landed it. But it's a glorious jump, and it's just wonderful. This jump is a BMX jump. As you can see, it's a big hole and then a hip. The only competent guy who's good at jumping BMX, he said it's wonderful. And I want a BMX bike eventually. They're not too expensive. So I'll be doing that one day. But not now. I tried it on my big fat 29-inch extra large frame dummy bike. It didn't work. Oh no, it's cracking! Alright.
Yeah.
Hey!
Oh!
That was close.
Brakes.
Whoa! That was huge. Enduro line. This doesn't look big at all on your phone screen, but I'm standing at the bottom of the landing. That lift's as tall as me. I mean, that landing, as tall as me. That's a 6-foot landing. That's decent, all right, all right. That's decent. Where the, get back here. Hurt your face. Where the camera is now and where I was supposed to go after I did that little ugly whippy thingy is a work in progress feature. We're gonna build a massive tabletop right here, and right now it's just a kicker and you can send it so far, so let's go. This is the kicker. It's pretty freaking sweet. It's not even that big. It's what? Knee height, and I'm what, like 6 foot something? But it's got just the right radius. It's perfection, so I'm gonna hit it. Oh, that's great. And that, boys and girls, are the trails right now. I gotta go. And then tomorrow, we're gonna make some more banger features. That's what I was thinking. These jumps, already some of the most fun I've ever hit. Like seriously, these are, oh my God, they're so fun. This jump is gonna be big table and I don't have to land and buck my head. But yeah, that's all the trails we got for now. I'm gonna see you guys, I'm gonna hopefully get this uploaded before midnight. And I'm gonna see you guys in tomorrow's video where I'm going to do this exact same thing.
I like to ride bikes.